Hello everybody, welcome to Remrov's World of Autism. In this video I want to talk more about autism and camouflaging. Many autistic people do that camouflaging. And what is that exactly? It's pretending to be neurotypical, to be normal. Practically hiding your autistic behavior and characteristics. Like mimicking other people, mimicking neurotypicals. When an autistic person does this, it looks like that person is like normal or neurotypical, and it looks like he or she is completely part of things and part of the community, and that he completely fits in, but actually he's not part of anything, because I used to do that too, a lot of mimicking when in elementary school and also through high school, middle school, and I had actually no idea what I was doing. I was literally just copying other people, mimicking in order to look normal, but I didn't understand what I was doing or what I was saying at all. It just looks like I knew what I was doing, and it looks like I was just fitting in. Yeah, as I said, I did it for many years, mimicking other people, kids in school, especially before my autism diagnosis, because I had no idea what was going on with me and why I had so many troubles with everything, with socializing and with communication and with making friends and my schoolwork and literally everything. So I did it a lot more before I was diagnosed. I still do it though, the camouflaging, like at work. For example, I try to hide how stressed I get or how much discomfort certain things cause me, or how frustrated I can get, and I do that simply because I'm afraid people will not understand, or that they will think that I'm weird or unreasonable or something like that. For example, last Thursday I forgot my key pass, and it caused a huge amount of stress, because your key pass is something you use to get into everything. Without it you don't get into the office or the locker room or anything else. So it caused me a lot of stress, and I was just like really trying to hide how extremely stressed I was. And I also tend to make like a lot of understatements. Sometimes I do say or convey that I'm tired or that I'm stressed, but I often tend to understate it. That when I say that I'm tired, I'm often like totally exhausted. That's just an example. So why do autistic people do this, camouflaging or mimicking? I've explained that a bit already. Often we are very aware of our difficulties and differences and disabilities, which is not easy if you're aware of that and you notice that, yeah, you have more difficulties with things that other people just take for granted. It can also be as a result from bullying. When you're bullied for the way you are, then of course you try to be different. You want to fit in, you want to have friends, and just a fear of people that they just won't understand when you're stressed about something, or when you get angry about something, or when something is causing you like a lot of discomfort, things that other people have no problems with at all. Besides that, people, neurotypical people, they can be pretty dismissive towards our difficulties, and so if you share something with somebody, if you confide in somebody about something you're very stressed about, something you find very difficult, and they just dismiss it, and oh, it's okay, and don't be stressed over that, or And then if there's no understanding for it, then yeah, why would you share it again? You just hide it the next time. What is the result of camouflaging? You might think that in some situations it might be a good thing, like when you're out in public and especially as an adult and you get extremely excited over something and you start flapping your hands and your arms and hands, and then yeah, there's not a lot of understanding for it, so maybe in those situations it might be a good thing. But to suppress that natural response inside of yourself, it causes, it takes a lot of energy to just pretend to be what you're not, and it can be totally exhausting if you have to do that throughout the whole day, every single day. It can also cause late diagnosis. I was diagnosed when I was 21, and I think a big part of that was because of the mimicking, because I looked like any other kid. I mean, of course there were like differences, but not as much as if when I didn't pretend to be like normal. I didn't hide my autistic nature. Another result can also be that issues are just not recognized. If you have troubles with certain things and you hide it, yeah, how can you ever get the proper help for it? So that's also a downside of it. Yeah, and being acting to be different, because it's practically acting all day long, it's very unnatural, and it can exhaust you to go through life every single day to just pretend something you're not. Yeah, and not getting the right support for the things you actually need help with. When you can be honest about what you're feeling, what you're going through, what you have difficulties with, yeah, and you hide that, how can you get ever the proper help for it? So actually it's not a good thing at all. In some situations it can be a good thing, but there has to be a balance. You have to be able to be yourself, and otherwise it's just not healthy. So what can we do to help autistic people with this, so that they can be themselves? More and more awareness, more and more understanding and acceptance for people who are different, and that they are allowed to be different. Everybody is allowed to be who they are, and that should just be possible and accepted, and there should be understanding for it. There should also be understanding and acceptance for the fact that we can get stressed out a lot more over things that other people just don't have any issues with at all. And it shouldn't be dismissed, it should be taken seriously, and it's not something we create in our own head, or something, or that we make it up, or we don't overreact or overstate things. It's really, yeah, we really have those issues and troubles. And I have an example. If you have a blind person, for example, and that's a very clear thing, I mean it's something physical, and that person, of course a blind person can't read a regular book, and you don't go around when telling a blind person just try, you can read a normal book. You don't do that. You don't dismiss the fact that he can't read a normal book. No, you provide him with a Braille book. And that's what we should do for autistic people as well. Even though it's yeah, often the autism is not as clear as being blind or something like that. What's also very difficult, and I've had it many times in my life, that people, when I share something, that I find something really difficult, or that I'm like extremely tired, that people just say, oh, that I have to change my attitude. And it doesn't have anything to do with my attitude. Often my attitude is very positive, and I'm a very get-go and a can-do person, and I'm very determined to reach my goals. But yeah, I am autistic and I have difficulties, and so it's extremely frustrating when people say that I just have to change my attitude and then it will be solved. And many autistic people come across that, and that's something neurotypical people should not do. Just do not dismiss our difficulties, because it's already difficult enough for us to even confide about them, because it makes us feel vulnerable enough, and even a bit ashamed of it or embarrassed. So don't dismiss it. That's very important, and just think along to provide solutions and to meet us halfway in that way. So this was it. If you have any questions, reach out to me or leave a comment in the comments below this video. I wish you a great day, and I hope to see you with my next videos again. Bye!